Hey Familia, Igni here, and welcome back to Custom Card Weekly, the series where I ask you to design your own Shadowverse card based on a specific theme. Last time I asked you to make a card based on your Smash main. Let's see what you've come up with. Love your vids. I never get to be on the past CCWs because I'm not creative, but not this time. I like it. I like that attitude. That's what I'm talking about. All of them are. Alien Tamer. Oh, the webcam is getting in the way here. Let me shrink that down. I mean, if I shrink it down too much, it gets real small. Yeah, but that's fine. The card is what's important, right? 6.44. Enhance 2, summon one of the following. Red Pikmin, blue Pikmin, yellow Pikmin. Fanfare, add a red, yellow, and blue Pikmin to your hand. Last words give +1/+1 to all allied Pikmin. Evolve, summon 2 random Pikmin from your hand into play. The Forest Craft card. Blue Pikmin. Last words, restore 2 defense to your leader. Give an allied Pikmin +2/+2. Can ignore enemy followers with ward. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy twice. This one, can you target that? Or is it like a random allied Pikmin? Because that would be the first targeted last words effect, right? If it wasn't that way. Which would be pretty interesting. Can ignore enemy followers with ward. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too caught up on the Pikmin lore. I've never really played Pikmin, so I can't tell you how accurate this is flavor-wise. What really gets me is this evolve effect. I think this evolve effect is freaking awesome, because you get so much stats on board with upside. So that's kind of terrifying. I want to be careful about that. Dark Lord Ganondorf. 7.66. Fanfare, destroy all allied followers and gain twice the amount of shadows for Shadowcraft. Evolve, put a Prince of Cocytus into your hand and subtract 1 from its cost. Who hurt you? What is this? It curves into it too. What? Why? Why? Why would you do this? Oh no. Oh no. Although, the shadows don't really help you if you're replacing your deck with a Cocytus deck, unless you already have a bunch of stuff that uses Necromancy in your hand, right? I do like the flavor though, you know. He's destroying everything, then he brings about the end of times, and also the end of your opponent's fun. Like a lot of 7 play point plays that Shadowcraft has. We got Pikachu and Duck Hunt over here. Pikachu mains representing. 3 play point 3/2 with Storm for Forest. Okay, that's already too good. Clash gives the enemy follower the following effect. Can attack next turn. That's pretty neat. So you decide whether you want to go to the dome or run this in and paralyze an enemy follower. That's sick. Stats are way too good, I think, though. Duck Hunt Duo, neutral, 5.46. Rush, whenever this follower attacks an enemy follower, deal 2 damage to the follower before it can return any. Okay. Evolve, deal 2 damage to all enemy followers. Yo! This is way too good. Way too good. I was gonna say spotted the Duck Hunt main, but that's literally the question I asked, is make a card based on your main. So, yo, Draco did an entire thing for Pokemon Trainer. That's super sick. Probably not gonna go through all of it, but I encourage you to check it out, because I love it when y'all go ham and get real fired up about CCW. It's a lot of fun. Someone had to do it, lol. Also added my real main. Just adding insult to injury at this point. Oh, poor Waluigi. Oh boy. Lady Palutena, though, real main here. 5.55. Fanfare, destroy an enemy follower and restore X defense to all other followers. X equals the attack of the destroyed follower. Can't take more than 3 damage. At the end of your turn, fully restore this follower's defense. Woo! Like that's way too many things in one card there, Chief. It's very, very strong. Probably too strong. Again, it's that main bias coming in. Unclean Soul basically just did the commentary for me here. Bury Waluigi and revive him with Lady Grey. OP. Palutena is really strong with just her Fanfare, but regular effects make her invincible as well. Maybe put her Fanfare on Evolve and make her a 5/5 on Evolve. She's broken right now. Yeah. Basically. Do I even need to do this series anymore? Y'all are doing it for me. Xenoblade Chronicles is a great game. I'm gonna have to agree. Shulk, heir to the Monado. 6/5/6, fanfare, resonance active. Choose one Monado art and put it into your hand. Evolve, if resonance active, and you do not have Monado art in your hand, put a Monado art into your hand. And Monado art is a token spell. That's also an artifact. Okay, cool. Choose one Monado art is a bit weird considering it's only one card. I think this is like, it was originally meant to be more than one card, and then we ended up in this final product where it's only one card. And I can see you're working. That's kind of funny. Monado art, draw a card rather. And if resonance is active for you, choose one, draw a card, give an allied follower storm, deal 3 to an enemy follower, give an allied follower +3/+1, or give an allied follower ward. And -2/+4, choose 4. Sorry, enhance 4, choose 2 instead. I can't read. Oh my god. Well, this is really sick. So basically, if you guys didn't know about Shulk, he has the Monado, and the Monado can switch to different modes, and each one of these options represents a mode, which is really cool. I dig that a lot. Really powerful card, too. Is this on stat? Good stats. And then you can manipulate resonance well enough. You just get this pretty insane spell, actually. So, also reflects how Shulk is broken in Xenoblade lore. There you go. Ike mains represent! Evo is Ether, Ike's skill. He can double like an FE, and he's got his rivalry with the Black Knight. Also a 7PP sword guy. That's what matters here. Well, I'm not too sure about the Fire Emblem lore, because I don't really play Fire Emblem, sadly. I have, Awakening? But I've never played it, which is kind of sad. I probably should get around to that. But Ike was my main in Brawl, back in the day. So, glad to see him here. Some pretty sick art. Swordcraft Commandus, 7.36. Rush, fanfare summon an enemy Black Knight. If this follower destroys an enemy Black Knight, gain +3/+3 Bane and Ward. Can attack the same follower twice per turn. Evolve, deal X damage to an enemy follower, and restore X defense to this follower. X equals half the maximum defense of the enemy follower rounded up. Same as unevolved form. That's pretty neat. And then the Black Knight is just a 3/6 dude. I like that this is it's got a lot of stuff in here that we haven't seen before from a card, right? Like the whole same follower, only same follower twice per turn is new. And this is a pretty cool thing too. I think you've really elicited like the flavor of Ike from the lore into this card very well. I'm loving this. He can do a lot in turn, right? You play him. You can attack into the Black Knight, evolve, damage another follower, attack into the Black Knight again, and then this gains +3/+3 Bane and Ward, and then you've essentially weakened an enemy follower that could have been a big guy, and gotten a gigantic body that is a real pain to deal with. Pretty neat. The only choice in Smash mains, Solid Snake. It is still kind of baffling that Solid Snake is in Super Smash Bros., but I guess I shouldn't be surprised at this point. I like how the ambush has brackets around it because he's extra stealthy. He's in a box! Evolve, randomly add 3 of the following 4 cards into your hand. Claymore Mine, Nikita Missile Launcher, Thermal Goggles, and Cardboard Box. That's all his best tools. I like this card because it's straight up putting a Claymore into Shadowverse, the fantasy world of Shadowverse. That's kind of hilarious. This amulet is placed in your opponent's play area. It cannot be seen except by the original owner. What? When a follower is played on top of this amulet, destroy that follower, then destroy this amulet. That's really neat. It doesn't really work with Shadowverse's play mechanics because there's not like, slots like Yu-Gi-Oh for your monsters to go on. But still, oh, I love it though. Still though, I just don't think it can work with the game engine. That's a neat idea. Nikita Missile Launcher, deal 5 damage to an enemy. Okay, pretty. Whoa, wait, 2 play point, deal 5 damage to an enemy? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess it is a missile launcher in a fantasy world, so. Give an allied follower the ability to attack followers with ambush. I read that incorrectly. Give an allied follower the ability to attack followers with ambush. Sweet. I do like ways to answer ambush, because that's a huge hassle. I mean, anybody who's played against Gilnelise knows that. Give an allied follower ambush. Okay, the opposite. And also horrific. This is gonna be scary if that's a thing. Well, Solid Snake, pretty powerful, but you know, as you would expect from a super soldier who gets isekai'd into a bombastic fantasy realm. Makes sense. Solve your problems with explosives. You'll probably do fine. Oh my god, it's a Bowser that turns into a Super Crown Bowser. Is Bowsette still a thing? And also, what's wrong with my internet lately? There you go. Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since Bowsette was a thing, but I guess there's still fans out there. Fanfare, banish an enemy follower. Last words, summon an allied copy of the banished follower. Woo! Rush, Clash, deal 2 damage to all followers and leaders. Wow, that's insane. Although it does cost 9. Oh, but it's for Dragoncraft. Okay, that's insane. That's nuts. That's really fun, though. It's a lot of effects for a single card. It does a whole lot of things. But I guess it makes sense, like this whole, kidnapping the princess or what have you. I'm not sure why it becomes an allied follower. There's some deep Mario lore that I'm not privy to. Evolve, though. Destroy all damaged followers and set this follower's attack to X. X equals the number of followers destroyed. Storm ignores ward. Does not have clash or last words. Ooh. It's cool that it does this, but I don't think that this would be too high attack, I guess. Unless it's like a really fringe scenario where there's a bunch of surviving followers. It seems unlikely. Since when have followers survived? It seems unlikely. So it's probably not that strong, but it's still a board clear for damaged followers. And I like that it's, synergizing with that theme of Dragoncraft of damaged followers, what with, the Siegfrieds and the Filenes of the world. And, the Dragon Ren Quakes, if anybody still remembers that card. So I like that it still sticks to the Dragoncraft theme while being its own thing. I feel like the unevolved form is generally more impressive than the evolved form, but if this was too good because it has Storm and ignores ward, that would be bad, so I appreciate that. Kirby! Fanfare, select the follower, gain all effects from that follower. Yeah, that's what Kirby does. I actually kind of like this card, despite how simple it is. Maybe because of how simple it is. You're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid. I like that the trait is Woomy. It's a nice touch. 3.40, rush, clash, gain +1 attack and give the enemy follower has 0 strength during your opponent's turn. Evolve can attack 2 times per turn and gain +2 attack instead. That is actually such a cool effect. I love this. It's extremely annoying because it can get a lot of free trades against mid-sized followers or even 2 small followers as well. So incredibly strong defensive tool, I feel like. Like how it starts with 0 attack as well. Because Splatoon is it's for kids and squids, and they don't use real guns, they use ink that they generate themselves, which is actually kind of gross, now that I think about it. Oh my god, Agent Gaming. I mean, I thought the whole too many Fire Emblem characters in Smash thing was a meme. I guess a legitimate complaint for some people, but you kinda took it to another level here. You really did one for every single one, huh? I mean, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Again, I encourage you to check it out for yourself. Hashtag CCW Smash, because probably not gonna read through them all in this video. Sorry about that. Joker is up to his jokery tricks, banishing cards from your opponent's hand and putting the cards in your hand. That is so cool. I really love that. For some reason, I just love these card effects that steal stuff from your opponent and give them to you. Maybe it's the priest main in me from back when I played Hearthstone a lot, but I love it. I love Morton the Manipulator, and I love this guy. You are right, though. It is a bit early. He's not quite out yet. You could have made one about Piranha Plant, but, opportunities missed. Talonk from Pennsylvania. Oh, this one is sick! Echo Fighter. Select a follower or amulet in play. Put a copy of the card into your hand and subtract 2 from its cost. That's awesome! The flavor and how it ties into Smash and all. I did ask for you to make a card based on your Smash main, But you know, I'll excuse it this time around because I do really love this. Discovered your CCW recently and it's been an absolute treat. My first submission, hope it does the blue blur proud. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I feel like that was a misclick. 2.21 Storm. At the end of your turn, return this follower to your hand. Last words, put a Sonic the Hedgehog into your hand. For Forest Craft. I guess that makes sense. He has all those forest friends. Really similar to that Flash card we had in TCW Super. Evolve, put a Chaos Emeralds into your hand. Then the same effect. Chaos Emeralds here. At the end of your turn, subtract 1 from this amulet's countdown if at least 3 cards have been played this turn. If it is your turn, draw until there are 7 cards in your hand. Give your leader the following effect until the start of your next turn. Whenever you play a card, recover X play points. X equals the play point spent minus 1. Recover 1 play point if you spent 0. That's kind of nuts, actually. That's super cool. So everything costs 1, if I'm understanding this correctly, which is really sick on the turn that this procs. Love how it works with the Forest Craft mechanics of playing a bunch of cards in a single turn. Kind of counter synergy with Forest Craft having a lot of low drops, but if you draw into your big meaty dudes when this pops, then you have what, like your Korwa and your Forest Defender and your White Venara and all, and you can do it all in one turn, which is absolutely bonkers. Plus it draws you all those resources that you need to do that too. So pretty solid card as is. It's essentially like a 2 play point, deal 2 damage, which is fine. And then the Chaos Emeralds that it gives you, depending on the kind of deck you build, is just absolutely nuts, right? Especially since it has this last words too, where you get it back anyway, no matter what, basically. I think that just puts this pretty over the top. Last one here by Halcyon98, which they really put a lot of thought into. I dig this, talking about how the card is reflective of the combo mechanics of Street Fighter and the flavor of Ryu himself. So cool. Ryu, Destiny's Wanderer, Dragoncraft, 665. Fanfare, give your leader the following effect. Whenever an allied Dragoncraft follower that costs at least 6 play points attacks, put a Hadouken into your hand. Whenever this follower or an allied Hadouken destroys an enemy follower, gain +1/+1. And then the Hadouken itself, 2 play point spell, deal 3 damage to an enemy follower. If there's an allied Ryu, Destiny's Wanderer in play, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. Hands 5, then deal 1 damage to all enemies. Love it, love it, love it. Just the idea of this this leader effect that combos with your big Timmy Dragoncraft dudes. And the spell itself is really freaking solid as well. And the fact that it works with Ryu Evolve on the turn 6 to get a Hadouken. And again, the flavor about Ryu getting stronger over time as well. Just everything about this card is awesome, and great choice of art too. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for submitting. Really appreciate ya. I'll forgive you for not making a Piranha Plant card. Although I am seething on the inside. Hashtag Plant Gang. It's time for next week's theme, which is Alter Sphere versions of existing cards. That's right. The theme is making a comeback. We've done this once before with CCW Alter. This time we're doing CCW Alter 2, because the mini expansion is coming up real soon. And if you don't know what an Alter Sphere version of existing cards means, it means that it's class swapped. So you know how Medusa was originally in Blood, and in Alter Sphere she's in Rune. Something like that. That's it for this video. Like it if you did, don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Shadowverse content in the very near future. And of course, thank you to my wonderful patrons, patreon.com/Ignideus. If you'd like to support the channel as well, I would highly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.